Oh my god. Oh my god, that was quite the ending. That reveal that we got at the end of this episode. Yakumo changed the ending. That's not how Sukeroku and Miyokichi died. Oh my gosh, it's so horrific. What actually happened was that Miyokichi stabbed Sukeroku. And he was wounded. He could still be saved. And Matsuda, he was there. And Kanatsu was also there. And Kanatsu saw Yakumo hugging her father. And she's just like, did you kill him? And then Miyokichi said, no, I stabbed your dad. And then Kanatsu starts fighting with her and pushes her. And Miyokichi falls back off the ledge there, off the porch or the balcony, whatever you want to call it. And Sukeroku reached out to her, fell down with her, and they both died like that. And Yakumo didn't want Kanatsu to see their fall, so he covered her eyes, and due to shock, her memories are hazy of that day. But Matsuda was there, and he did not want Yakumo to tell anyone what really happened. That's heavy. Wow, just... Again, just... That's horrible. That reveal right after we saw the Rakugo performance that changed Sukeroku for the better. Because if you don't remember, he did that. We saw that Rakugo performance back over in season 1. I think it was episode like 10 or 11. That's when we saw him perform that. And it was a Rakugo performance unlike any other because it wasn't like his standard comedy ones. This one was basically him showing to everyone that he's changed for the better. And then we get the reveal. How the one that he loved stabbed him. Actually stabbed him, not figuratively. Physically stabbed him. Oh my god. That's awful. Oh man. Especially because we know how much Sukeroku loved Miyokichi. Loved her to bits. He changed because of her. Even though she was a bad person, even though she was faking it, even though she didn't really want to have a child with him, he still changed for her, and she killed him. Well, not killed him. You know, it was still suicide in the end because he reached out to try to save her, but still, she stabbed him. That's awful. Okay, other stuff throughout this episode. Well, we saw young Yakumo and his performance, and it was so different seeing him perform during that time because he, like Yotaro said, he had fun. There was so much more life to him. And now in the present, not Yakumo, he's ready to die. He's ready to stop performing Rakugo. He's ready to retire. He wants Rakugo to die out with him. But then Yakumo was just so depressed as well when he was talking to Kanatsu. He was just saying that Rakugo is all he has, and without it, he's an empty husk. And he started crying, and I'm this poor old man. His life has been ruined. Oh, man. This episode really got to me. Pulled at my heartstrings. It honestly did. And when Yotaro saw Sukeroku perform, unlike everyone else who was applauding and stuff, he was just like serious, analyzing his master. Because even though he wasn't around when Sukeroku was around, still Sukeroku has always been Yotaro's master. Listened to all the recordings, finding every bit of information he could about Sukeroku, because he was aspiring to be him. We also found out that Higuchi knew Miyokichi. How surprising. He discovered Rakugo because of her, technically, because as a child he would see her over at like this restaurant, and even though she moved away to Tokyo, he still went over to that restaurant. And one day when he was in middle school, he saw Miyokichi back over at the restaurant, and she was saying how she's now dating a Rakugo performer, and he went to go see this Rakugo performer that she loves and fell in love with Rakugo and Yakumo's style of Rakugo. And that's when he asked to be an apprentice, but he got rejected. Yeah. He actually adores Miyokichi and seems to harbor a bit of hatred for Yakumo, because he said that it was his fault. Higuchi actually said to Yotaro, and I was just like, Yotaro, I was like angry. I was like, excuse me? Like, he said that it was Yakumo's fault for Miyokichi's death and everything. Just... ugh, that was quite the episode, guys. Whew. Man, just let me know your thoughts on this episode, from the true outcome of Miyokichi and Sukeroku's deaths to Yakumo's decision on retiring from Rakugo. I'm your female otaku. Sayonara.